Hey, beautiful friends. Thank you for joining me. So we're just going to do a little bit of standing Pilates, which is great for building strength, toning our whole core. Remember, our core is like basically our torso, which can help prevent back problems, improve your posture, mobility, flexibility, and all that good stuff. So just starting off, just give everything a little bit of a shake out. Shake out your hips, check out your ribs, check out your arms, loosen everything up. You know, a lot of our problems come from spending too much time sitting down in one position. Shake out your leg a good shake out. Hello, hello, shake out the other leg. And just shake it out a little bit. And just roll the shoulders a couple of times. And so we're spending time sitting for too long, make it a little bit bigger, can cause or exacerbate back pain. Whole arms round, breathing in and breathing out. And just take the weight onto one foot and just see if you can touch the opposite toe. Don't worry if you can't actually touch it, just warming up the body a little bit. It's all good. 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. We want to get the blood circulating a little bit. And it really doesn't matter if you can't touch the toes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then just tapping out to the side, getting the blood circulating, heart rate up, and just breathing in and breathing out. Breathe in and out. Awesome. Then bring your feet underneath your hips, lift your toes, spread them out, pop them back down, and just very gently shift the weight forward and back. Feel the weight in the balls of the feet and the heels. And find that point with the weights on the whole of the foot. Then just roll the feet in a little bit, as if you're trying to lift the outside edges of your feet. And go the other way, stretching out your ankles. And bring your feet flat to the floor. Now I want you to imagine you've got a hook attached to the top of your head. And as you breathe in, you're just going to bend the knees, sink the weight down a little bit. As you breathe out, imagine that hook being pulled up towards the ceiling to stretch out your spine. So inhale, bend the knees, sink the weight down. Then exhale, stretch up towards the sky. One more, breathe in. And breathe out. So imagine making space between your vertebrae. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, tuck the tailbone under. Exhale, tilt it forwards. Inhale, tuck. Exhale, tilt. Tuck and tilt. Then find that point in between where it's neither tucked under nor tilted back. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. And imagine trying to pull your pelvic floor muscles up as if you're trying to bursting for a wee and you're trying to stop yourself from weeing. And imagine drawing your hip bones in towards each other. Feel your oblique muscles working. Then just place your hands onto your rib cage. We breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth as if you've got like 100 candles in front of you. So we breathe in deep and wide, feel your rib cage expand. And breathe out, scoop, pulling that belly button in even tighter. Let's do a couple more of those, and this is the breathing that we use throughout. Wow, one more. Remember, oxygen is our body's fuel. The deeper we breathe, the more efficiently our muscles can work. And releasing the hands, keeping the feet hip width apart. You're going to breathe in, come into a little squat, reach the arms behind you, then breathe out, lift the arms, lift one leg. Breathe in and breathe out. So bending the knees, then straightening both legs, finding our balancing muscles if they're there somewhere. And don't worry if you have a wobbly day. Breathe in, breathe out. And just getting the blood flowing into the body. Find a point to focus on. Doesn't matter how high you lift, but just try and stop for a second. Hold it for a second before you come back. 3, 2, 1. release. Bring the feet a little bit narrower, toes still pointing forward. Sit back as if you're sitting on a chair. Lift your chest, reach the arms forward. Breathe in, then breathe out, pull the elbows towards you. Breathe in, stretch, breathe out, pull back, as if you're grabbing hold of something and pulling it back. Tense those biceps. Keep your knees over your toes. See if you can sink a little bit deeper. Tummy pulled in. Then as you do that, you're going to lift one heel, release, lift the other heel. So you're just lifting the heel. You're not lifting the hips. So it's like we're doing a little kind of, what's the word? Calf raise, that's what I'm looking for. Getting belly button pulled in. This time challenge. Lift both heels. Try and lift and lower both heels. Press into your big toes. And you might be able to see my wobbling all over the place. But when we wobble, we actually work more muscles. Keep that tummy pulled in. Woo! Focus your eye gaze on a point. And you can do the sound effects with the wobbling if you like. Last two. And release. Come up, give the legs a bit of a shake. And take the weight onto one foot, bend the knee, take the other leg out in front, and imagine one half of a clock. We're going to go around the clock. You're going to lift at 12 o'clock and lower. Then go to 11 o'clock. Lift and lower. 10 o'clock. Lift and lower. 9 o'clock. Lift and lower. 8 o'clock. Exhale as you lift. Inhale down. 7 o'clock. Woo! Then 6 o'clock. Oh, the wall's in the way. They're coming back. 7 o'clock. You can use a chair or the wall if you need to. 8 o'clock. And notice I'm trying to keep my upper body nice and still. So it's not about how high I'm lifting. It's about keeping the upper body as still as possible. Go around once more. So 11 o'clock. 10 o'clock. You keep that slight bend. Woo! In the standing leg. 9 o'clock. Lift and lower. 8 o'clock. Lift and lower. 7 o'clock. Lift and lower. 6 o'clock. Lift and lower. 7. Well, that's sort of been 8. 9. 10 o'clock. 11 o'clock. And 12 o'clock. Release, come down, shake it out. Shake up the hips, shake up the legs, because you'll have felt it in your standing leg as well. I'm going to do the other side. So take the weight onto the other foot, spread out the toes of the foot you're stood on. Again, slight bend in the knees so you're not jamming that knee joint. Shoulders back and down, breathe in, breathe out, lift, 12 o'clock. Lower down, then 1 o'clock. And don't worry how high you're lifting. 2 o'clock. Just focus more on keeping. 3 o'clock. The rest of the body still. 4 o'clock. And the standing slight bend. 5 o'clock. Oops, sorry, Lulu. 6 o'clock. So that's it. Just kick. Good job. It wasn't a kick there, wasn't it? Coming back. I want to send Miss Lulu flying. 4 o'clock. And when we start to fatigue, that's when you're more likely to snap the standing knee straight. We don't want to do that because that will put strain on the joints. Just one more round. So 1 o'clock, keep the shoulders back and down, and as you lift, you can imagine holding and pausing for a second. 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, rock. 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 6 o'clock. And back round to 5, 4, so working the brain as well as your body, 3, and this way we're working all the muscles around our hips, 2, 1 o'clock, and back to 12 o'clock, and release, shake out the legs, bring your feet into Pilates stance, heels together, and squeeze as if you're zipping up from your heels right up to your belly button. Make a fist, arms, elbows. elbows level with your shoulders. We're going to press back, press in, then lift and lower. So we go out, in, up and down. And as you take the arms up, try and make sure that that doesn't happen. Try and keep the elbows, almost as if you're trying to touch the elbows together. And again, imagine you're working against resistance, like you're in a swimming pool or something. And keep squeezing the thighs together. Working the upper body so you don't always need weights to work your upper body. And we've got 4. And don't let the elbows drop as you take them out to the side. And you're squeezing your upper back muscles together. Tense your biceps and your triceps. 4, 1 more. Keep the abs braced. And really shake out the arms. Bring the feet back. And step one foot behind the other. So if you're going to do a curtsy, that's exactly what we're going to do. Shoulders back. You almost want to feel like you're leaning back so we don't tip forward. And we're going to bend the knees and come up again. Now just come as low as feels okay for you. And if you feel yourself kind of tipping forward, keep the shoulders back. And you can go a little bit slower. Squeeze your butt on the way up. And we're going to add on to that. We're going to come up and we're going to tap. There we go, lunge and tap. Focus your eye gaze on a point. And if you can, adding on a little bit more, a little kick. Bend and kick. If not, stay with the tap. Squeezing belly button to spine, have a smile on your face. Honestly, it helps. 3, 2, 1. Then just bring this hand to the side of your head. I'm going to lift, touch down, lift and touch. Again, slight bend in your standing knee, and we're crunching your oblique muscles. Imagine trying to pause at the top. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Again, you can use a chair on your other side. 4, 3, 2. Then we're going to try and do a little bit faster. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! You don't have to do the woo bit. Shake it out. And do the same on the other side. So step one foot back, behind the other. Lift your chest, shoulders back, tummy pulled in. Again, bend both knees and come back up. Just go as low as feels okay for you. So any pain in the knees, don't go any lower. Squeeze your tush, squeeze your thighs as you come up. We're going to add that little tap. Come up and lightly touch. So there's barely any weight. Woo, wobble, wobble on this side. There's barely any weight as you bring that foot in. Again, focusing on your whole body. So it's not just your legs, it's your whole body. And if you feel up for it, try that kick. If not, stick with the tap, the sink, the kettle, the pot. 4, 3, focus, I'm not focusing. 2, 1, and bring the hand to the side of the head, pull and release, pull, release. Again, crunching your obliques. Micro bend on your standing leg. Exhale as you lift. Short, sharp exhale. 3, 2. Then I'm going to do 8 fast. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Those legs. bit of a massage. Take a nice deep breath in and out. And in and out. And slide your hands down your legs. Release your arms, hold onto opposite elbows. Bend your knees if you've got tight hamstrings. And just gently bounce your upper body as if you're swinging it forward and back. It's a great way to stretch out your spine. Head totally relaxed. Fresh applied blood rushing to your head. Kind of flushes out your whole body. Because usually our head is above the heart, obviously. And release your arms, bend your knees a bit more. Keep them bent as you roll up, one vertebra at a time. Tailbone tucks, pelvis, lower back, mid back, upper back, shoulders, head comes up last. Awesome. After you've finished, bring your hands together in front of your heart to acknowledge yourself, the fact that you've taken this time out. And even just 10 minutes a day can bring amazing benefits. But obviously, if you did an hour, there'll be even greater benefits. And if you would like to find out about the 14-day free trial that is available, then please just pop me a message. Have an amazing, amazing, amazing rest of the day. I didn't mean to do that. Oh dear. So yes, enjoy the rest of your day. Beautiful, beautiful pupils. Pressing the wrong buttons.